Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for another Elder Scrolls Legends deck build. You guys have been liking my deck builds over the last few weeks, watching them here on YouTube, checking them out on legends-decks.com, and even on over at the Bethesda Elder Scrolls Legends forums. And for you guys today, we're going to try to do it a little bit different, trying to see what you guys think about this format while we talk about the deck in the bottom left hand corner of the screen. You will be seeing some gameplay of this deck being showcased right now, so enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think about the gameplay being incorporated when I talk about the deck, so you guys can see how it possibly could work out. The first video you guys are seeing right here is a ranked gameplay. This is a very quick match, guys. I won this one like insanely quickly, so this is a freaking aggro type deck, especially early on if you get the correct cards. But anyways, let's get into what this deck is called. It's called this one Pilfers. So obviously it is a Khajiit deck, and you will be rocking right over here, as you will be able to see, 3 Descendants of Alkosh. These are cards that I like to call bait cards and win cards at the same exact time. If your opponent does not kill this card quickly enough, it's gonna allow you to get it powered enough, especially comboing with Master of Thieves and hit twice in a row, getting stronger and stronger. But your opponent tries to kill it early on, and if you have 3 of these in your deck, they're the type of cards your opponent's going to use fireballs, lightning bolts, silences. Their opponent's going to waste a lot of those great action cards on these creatures very early on, leaving some of your higher cost creatures alive for later game strategy. So I like having 3 of these in my deck. I also have 2 execute. Executes there obviously for taking out guards, especially guards with high defense, low attack. Swift Strike. Swift Strike is there because it's a great way to gain cards, and it combos really well with the Smuggler strategy. Right here we have 3 Smugglers and we have 2 Stalkers to combo with that. So you know, Stalker right here is a actual prophecy. So if you get this as a prophecy, you have Smuggler on the field, you can move creatures between lanes, and your Swift Strike can power creatures up really quickly. And that's also why down here we also rock in Divine Favor, because Divine Favor will give these creatures a little bit more attack at the same exact time. And this definitely has saved my butt in a few different situations. Alright guys, now moving on from that, right back down, we do have the Listener here. He's just an overall great card to have, especially if you need to draw. He adds 3 Brotherhood Assassins to your deck. I just like having this card in almost every agility deck I play. We already talked about Stalker, but right here we only have 1 of him as a prophecy, just because it fills up the fact that we have Masters of Thieves and we have 2 copies of Thieves Den in our deck already, so we don't need to have so many creatures that purely have Pilfer on their own when we could add Pilfer to some of these other creatures anyways. Like it's nice when you be able to add Pilfer to a creature like this, or add Pilfer to a creature like Fighters Guild Recruit, and you will need stuff like Fighter Guild Recruit because it's going to be your form of defense, especially with the lethal and the prophecy. So I prefer to have 3 of these instead of having 2 of these. It's just the way I play. I play different than most other people, and I don't have 3 copies of every card in the game, so that's why I don't make my deck like so perfect, because I truthfully just don't have 3 copies of everything. If you guys do, put 3 copies of everything in your decks. That's fine with me. Change things up. Elsweyr Lookout, we got 3 copies of this because it's a new card. I'm testing it out right now. I'm gonna let you guys know though, I might only tell you to use 2 of them. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna take out one Elsweyr Lookout and actually add in another Swift Strike, because Swift Strike has been working out really well for me. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys another game right here in rank where Swift Strike came in real handy. So right here, as you guys saw, my first hand, I obviously kept Master of Thieves, because Master of Thieves is going to be that kind of win card for me, and I absolutely love that card, guys. Moving on from there, we have Riverhold Escort. Riverhold Escort, once again, combos really well with Smuggler over here. So moving between lanes, I've been able to power him up really high. Even as well, having Divine Favor on the field really helps out with all that. Swift Strike, obviously win type card. You're attacking twice already, and having Master of Thieves in play really gives some damage. Moonlight Werebat, if you want, you could take out another card and add 2 or 3 Moonlight Werebats. It just depends on how you play, but I'm rocking 3 Burglars, so with 3 Burglars in the deck, I have plenty of other ways to gain health back if I need to, and especially like how your opponent's probably going to be using a lot of those silences, Piercing Javelin, and Execute on the early legendary like Descendants of Alkosh, him when he sees him, stuff like Master of Thieves. Like, your opponent always takes out these types of cards, so by the time you could get this on the field, it's just odds are your opponent's gonna have less items to take care of this if they're not playing a heavily silence type deck or a very action heavy deck that's really meant to clear out the field. If they're not playing like that, you'll be perfectly fine, but you're going to be very much weak against silence and things that destroy support cards like Thieves' Den. Sorry about that, guys. As you guys saw me just play this card right here. This is a great card right here to get some extra magicka right when you need it, and it's going to be a good card to have, but I wouldn't rock more than I know it's a charge and it's a Pilfer, but I never rock more than one of these cards. If you get it to work, you usually don't get it to work for more than 2 to 3 turns before this card gets taken out, in my personal experience. And it's a card I don't see played very much in rank, so that's why I wanted to add it to my deck, because I like mixing things up. You guys know me, I have well over a dozen decks at this point, and I play most of them in rank, and most of them are viable to get me into like at least rank 1 every month. So like I get the legendaries, and I like mixing things up. I'm not gonna play cookie cutter things every single month just because it wins. I want to have a lot of fun trying new things and just adding a little bit of different strategies every month to my decks. Alright guys, once again, this is a card that's my favorite card in the game, so when I'm playing a willpower deck, I always have it in my deck. You could take it out and put anything else you want, but in my experience, if you get him on the field at the right exact time and use him with something like Master of Thieves and get a Master of Thieves to have a really good item on him, it's a really good combo. So let's say you have Master of Thieves on the field, and the next attack you do will be able to break a rune, and then you play a him. Good little combo. Piercing Javelin is obviously just a good card to have in this deck because you're going to have to need removals. As you're going to be playing a whole lot of creatures, when you have 37 creatures, only 10 actions, you'll have a lot of creatures in play, and this is a great way to gain back health. And this is why I have 2 of these instead of having the Moonlight Werebat, because your opponent usually gets really surprised when this thing comes out compared to Moonlight Werebat, and this has a little bit more defense than Moonlight Werebat, which I definitely do appreciate. I know it's only a 1-turn drain, but a 1-turn drain for a bunch of creatures could really make things come around, especially with them having the ability to maybe even attack twice because of Masters of Thieves over here or Swift Strike. So the combos here are really great. Obviously he doesn't combo really well with Burglar because Burglar already has, well, something like Drain. But that's basically overview of the deck right there, guys. As you guys seen right now, it can be a hard deck to win with. My opponent is playing something similar as well. He's kind of playing with some Pilfer type creatures, he's playing with Smuggler, but my deck is very attack focused. It's the beginning of the season, so everybody's basically rank 5, as long as you know they didn't get that far last time. Here my opponent uses Swift Strike himself, so he's using stuff I was really upset that he actually used a Swift Strike and killed my creature right there, but in a sense, I knew it was a possibility, and I kept alive, well, Master of Thieves, and Master of Thieves is really the key to the deck. And as you guys will see, there's lots of different possibilities here and a lot of different ways I could do stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attack on the right side with that Khajiit over there, then I'm going to attack with Master of Thieves, see if a rune breaks. It does, so that kind of definitely sucks. But then my opponent gets as you guys will see right here, if I remember correctly, he gets a Moonlight Werebat. So in this situation, I was like, okay, of course I could go in for the face, but no, I know when you have to play defensively. So I said the first thing I'm going to do actually right here is actually play a little bit more defensively and then go in for the Burglar. Now, I obviously knew that my opponent could have a Piercing Javelin to take out my Burglar, but by me going a little bit more defensively right here is just this plain simple fact that, well, even if he kills my my creature with a Piercing Javelin, he's not summoning much creatures at this turn, so he's not going to be able to try to ramp up and try to kill me that one turn. So in this is right there, the Moonlight Werebat attacks me. He's going to attack with Smuggler, but I'm still alive. He's still alive. We're basically neutral right now. He probably thinks he's in a really good situation right here, but I feel like I'm fairly confident what I'm going to do. I got another Burglar, move my creature over to the right lane. With him in the right lane, then I'll be able to attack right there. Now my opponent only has 1 creature on the field. I play down my my Moonlight Butterfly, and in the left lane I play my Descendant of Alkosh. Once again, this is a situation where Descendant of Alkosh is completely just a bait card for me. I want it out there only as a bait card for nothing else, and my opponent to just focus on it. And another reason is in case he uses something like Blast. If he uses a card like Blast, then at least I'll keep 1 monster on each lane. So right there, he put he on the left side, he put that guard over there instead of putting it on the right side, which is exactly what I prefer. So that worked out fine with me. And here's where we're gonna start comboing up. I'm gonna move my Moonlight Werebat over to the left lane. It's gonna get powered up by Smuggler, and then the next turn I'm gonna be able to put out another Smuggler, move it into the right lane, and we got the Swift Strike up next, and then we're about to be attacking twice in a row. And as you guys will see, this is a goddamn lot of damage. Like, oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. So we go for it once. Now I could have attacked with 3 instead of breaking 2 runes, but I wasn't going for that, guys. I know that there's a pattern to attack. You try to break the least amount of runes possible, but I needed that health. I wanted to make sure I had more health, and it worked out fine. My opponent didn't get any more prophecies for javelins, and it came out that I won that match. But there you go, guys. That is what it's all about with this deck. As you guys saw for yourselves, it can be played in ranked, and you don't need 3 copies of every single card. I like messing around. I hope some of you guys who are new to the game like messing around. Don't ever go to like a Legends deck. Don't listen to people who just say like, oh, you need to have your deck only have 50 cards. It has to be played this way. No, mess around. Make a fun deck. See what works. Different strategies will work. Some will work better than others. But as you will all know, my main deck in Elder Scrolls Legends is a freaking 60-something card deck. 63 card deck. It's actually 60 really. I just added Elsweyr Lookout, but this is my main deck, and this is the deck that's been getting me to legend ranking since I got into this beta. This is basically the same deck. I've been legends. It has over 50 cards. It doesn't have 3 copies. It's so good. I love this, and this is my new deck. We're getting a video on this soon. Gardener Swords is a problem. Oh, it's a problem. And I have Wishmother's deck. I don't see Wishmother played enough in rank play, and I'm trying to make it work, but I need to work out the kinks with Wishmother to really get the most out of it, man. I really need to get the most out of Wishmother. But I seen somebody do it in casuals that blew my fucking mind. Like, it blew my mind, and I'm gonna try to replicate that, but I don't know if I can replicate his deck build, because I was like, god damn, I don't even know all the cards he used, but you got that shit beautiful. But besides all that, I hope you guys been enjoying the videos I've been making on this channel. I'll be back with more deck builds for the Elder Scrolls Legends real soon. Till next time, peace out.